But the message that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends to the loyal and observant Jewish people is, study the Chum and learn the necessity to strive for excellence in your lives. Strive to respect the Talmidei Chachamim. No machlekes among frum Jews. When some come out and are mevazeh a big Talmid Chacham, Adam Gadol, it's such a tragedy. Even though they consider themselves justified in their kanoes, they think they have reasons. The outside world is waiting for them. The New York Times, the assimilationists, are so happy to report that the Jews are fighting each other. It's a chilul Hashem among Jews. There shouldn't be any much like this. As much as possible, from Jews have to be together. Now, I cannot say, oh, the Baba should become Satmara, or the Satmara should become Baba. But in Satmara, all the Jews should be united behind the Satmara. In Baba, all the Baba should be united behind the Baba. All should be united. In every yeshiva, you should be loyal to the Rosh Yeshiva. There shouldn't be any machlekes anywhere among Jews. That's a very important lesson that the Churban comes to tell us that no matter what the reason is, the underlying purpose of the Churban was in order to be a spur to encourage the Jewish nation to strive to perfection. Now, you'll ask a question. Is that the way to get perfection? To go mixed among the Gentiles? And to wander among Umas Olam? And the answer is absolutely. I'll explain a very important point. One of the most important points of our history. Today, let's say you're walking in Flatbush. The frum Jews are in the country today. Many of them. On the streets, the women are dressed chutzpah, undressed with chutzpah. Men without hats. Burim, amarasim, lost soul. All of a sudden you see across the street a Jew with a black hat, maybe with a beard too. You should have a tremendous affection for him, a love for him. How can you walk by and such a mob of low people, and you see a brother of yours, a Shema Mitzvahs, without a gush of affection towards him? So we have to learn first of all to love frum Jews. That's the first requirement. From a distance, you don't know him. You hear the Shema Torah, even the Yarmulke. You should love him. It's a pleasure to see a frum Jew. A Yarmulke means he believes in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He believes in the Creator. Yeah, he belongs to us. Oh, Chino, to our brother. Now, suppose, however, you're always in Borough Park, and around you, Jews with black hats and beards are the rule. After a while, you start forgetting about how important a frum Jew is. And you look at him with eyes of heaven. And many times, you can express your resentment or your discouragement by saying something against a fellow Jew. But today, if you're in Borough Park and all sides from Jews, don't feel it's such a big deal, it's such an important thing. And therefore, to be together with frum Jews is a very big test to maintain a tremendous appreciation, even though there are many of them. So first you have to practice, when you see a Jew or frum Jew from the distance, immediately you should feel a love for him. And you should bless him. And you should feel that he is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's chosen one. He represents the holy nation. is fulfilling the laws of the Torah like nobody else in the world. Who else keeps the Torah if not the Frum Jews? We're the ones that don't eat pork or snails. We're the ones who fast on Yom Kippur. We do the things in the Chumash. Nobody else keeps the laws of the Chumash except we. And therefore, the Jew was observant and demonstrates it by a black hat or his sister's out or a beard. That man is our brother. And we have to work on that feeling with all our koyach until we gain an absolute love for that Jew. Now, when we begin to walk among Frum Jews, they're coming back from the country soon, and again the streets were full of Frum Jews, Jewish women with baby carriages, and children running alongside the baby carriages. On all sides to see Frum Jews again. Don't lose sight of the fact that that's because there are many of them, therefore they become unimportant again. No, they're very important to us, no matter how many there are.